Well, the warm weather we've had in the recent several past months may be bringing unwanted pests to your yard, also your home as well. Patty Pyburn now joins us from the News Center with more on a recent increase in fleas right here on the Central Coast. Patty.
Dave, that's right, and those fleas can cause itching and scratching in your pets. They can also cause problems for you too, though, if they get into your home. And our recent warm weather has triggered a boom in the flea population. Experts we talked to say once you start seeing them on your pet and in your carpet, there are thousands that you don't see. Now, these fleas can lie dormant for months, and then under the right circumstances, like a change in the weather, that can trigger them to hatch.
So then we had nice warm temperatures, good humidity, sunshine like we have in Pismo right now, and fleas just start hatching. That's their trigger.
Fleas can carry other parasites. It can infect the animal secondarily, and they're also a problem for people. So if they get into the environment, you have an infestation in your house that's going to be much more difficult to get rid of versus just treating your pet every month.
Now, fleas can cause health problems for pets, but they can also make you sick. They can carry tapeworm and cat scratch fever. Now, to keep them out of your home, vets recommend preventative flea treatment. And once you do have an infestation in your home or yard, exterminators say it's best to treat specific areas that your pet frequents. Now, coming up in our next half hour, Dr. Joel Conn will be in for our Ask the Vet segment. And Dave, he'll have lots more information about controlling pets in your home and in your yard.
All right, thanks, Patty. For some reason, I just moving on now. The warm weather we've had in recent months may be bringing unwanted pests to your yard and also your home as well. Patty Pyburn now joins us from the News Center with more on a recent increase in fleas right here on the Central Coast. Patty.
That's right, Dave. Those fleas can cause itching and scratching for your pets, but if they get into your home, they can also cause problems for you. And with this recent warm weather that we've had, it's triggered a boom in the flea population on the Central Coast. Experts we talked to say once you start seeing them on your pet and in your carpet, there are thousands that you don't see. Fleas can lie dormant for months, and then the right circumstances, like a change in the weather, can trigger them to hatch.
So then we had nice warm temperatures, good humidity, sunshine like we have in Pismo right now, and fleas just start hatching. That's their trigger.
Fleas can carry other parasites. It can infect the animal secondarily, and they're also a problem for people. So if they get into the environment, you have an infestation in your house that's going to be much more difficult to get rid of versus just treating your pet every month.
Well, fleas can cause health problems for pets, but they can also make you sick. They can carry tapeworm and cat scratch fever. To keep them out of your home, vets recommend preventative flea treatment. And once you do have an infestation in your home or in your yard, exterminators say it is best to treat specific areas that your pet frequents. And right now, it is time for our Ask the Vet segment. Dr. Joel Conn is here. So Dave and Cassandra, I'll turn it over to you.
All right, that's right. Dr. Joel Conn is here, and it's good to see him, as a matter of fact. It's been actually a few weeks, and for good reason.
That's right.
Tell us about that.
Yeah, so we had our first child on, when was it, August 4th.
Yay.
So it's been a little over a month, and not getting a lot of sleep, so getting up early is challenging.
I was curious as to who's getting the less sleep, Cassandra and I in the morning, or you as well. So
probably my wife, actually, more so. But yeah, Jude's doing well.
Well, we're talking about fleas this morning, as we just heard from Patty. I mean, you know, just how bad is the problem here this year?
Well, it's a problem here every year. I mean, the thing is, we have wonderful weather here, which is perfect for fleas. You know, a lot of places in the country have a freezing period, and you need a sustained freeze of about 4 or 5 days to kill a flea population. So that means that we have fleas year-round. So that's one of the downsides of living in this beautiful area. And this time of year, the summer tends to be the worst, you know, the worst time. So fleas are challenging. I think the biggest thing that we struggle with as veterinarians is convincing clients that there is a problem. So they always say the first step in, you know, battling something is realizing there's a problem. Well, fleas tend to be that way because people, you know, tend to want to wait until they see a flea before we start thinking about treatment, and that's, you know, really something we want to avoid. What we know is that pretty much any animal that goes outside in this area, period, is exposed to fleas. You know, unless they live in a bubble, any animal that's going outside, they're going to have flea exposure. And, you know, about 95% of dogs, at least, are flea allergic. The trouble is only 5% of that flea population even lives on the animal. So when you see a flea, you're already a couple of months too late, and that flea, you know, is only the tip of the iceberg, so to speak. So that's the real challenge. Fleas, the adult flea lives on the animal, but what happens is that animal, and this is going to be any warm-blooded creature, your dogs, your cats, but if you have wildlife that comes into the yard, they can act as a reservoir. They literally act like little salt shakers, shaking eggs off into the environment. And the environment can mean the carpet, the couch, the bed, their bed, wherever they go in the house, wherever they go in the yard, can act as a source.
Now, Cassandra, you probably are much more knowledgeable about fleas, at least how bad of a problem it's been. You have a dog. I have fish, so.
Yeah.
But how bad of a problem has it been with you?
No, it's definitely a problem. That's how we came up with this story in the morning meeting, is because all of a sudden I was getting flea bites because it happened so fast. And you know, we use the preventative treatment. We put this stuff on our dogs, but man, it just happens so fast, and then they multiply so quickly. It's insane.
That's right. Yeah, they're really well designed to do what they do. This flea, this is an adult flea here on the prompter. This flea can literally hatch from an egg, jump several feet in the air within seconds of detecting a warm-blooded creature. This is a beautiful picture of some larvae and eggs in the carpet fibers. This blown up, obviously. You know, so for every flea you see in your pet, there's thousands you're not seeing. Here's a tapeworm segment. The good news is it's actually pretty treatable. We have some great new products on the market that are highly effective. I got some oral...
You brought us some goodies today.
Yeah. So this is an oral medication called Trifexis. This is does flea control as well as heartworm preventative, and it kills fleas in about half an hour, so really fast and effective. And the nice thing about this is you don't have to worry about washing it off. You just give a pill once a month and your animal's taken care of. They make this also in a form for cats. Vectra is the newer generation topical flea control, does fleas and ticks. These are veterinary exclusive products. The nice thing about these is that these fleas really haven't seen these before. They've been out for only a couple of years versus Frontline and Advantage, where we're seeing now major resistance problems on the Central Coast.
Yeah.
All right, and if you have a question for the vet, you can ask or send a question or a comment to askthevet@kcoi.com. We want to once again thank Dr. Joel Conn for joining us this morning. Good to see you. Hope to see you again here in 2 weeks.
That's right.
All right, we'll be right back.